Hi, my name is Rachel, and I'm the owner of AustinStyleWatch.com street fashion site, and I'm also a freelance fashion reporter. And today I'm going to talk to you about how to choose a charm for your charm bracelet. Now, charm bracelets go way back. Actually, depending on how you're judging it, way far back. They were popularized as Catholic symbols and tools to show your beliefs, and then they came back in the 50s as kind of kitschy little pieces that teens collected, and each charm on bracelets in the 50s would usually represent an important moment in a person's life. You'd have a 16th birthday one, you'd have a marriage one, you'd have a graduation one. So it was sort of like a story on a bracelet. They kind of fell out of fashion during the 70s when disco era big chains came in, but charm bracelets have made a recent resurgence, and that makes buying a charm really easy right now because there's a lot of places selling them, there's a lot of companies bringing it back, and the trade of vintage charms has become really big. So, when you're selecting charms for a charm bracelet, assuming you don't yet have your bracelet, something to think about before you really get started collecting. When you get the bracelet, you sort of commit to a motif. If you're going to get a gold one, you kind of commit to gold. If you're going to get a silver one, you kind of commit to silver. Colors, expense, sterling silver versus cheap. If you're going to want to keep a theme with your whole bracelet, you're going to want to put some thought when you're first buying it into what color, what look for the long term you're going to really want. So when you decide that theme, you're going to want to stick with a like metal. So if you're doing silver, you're going to want to always stick with sterling silver. If you're doing gold, you're always going to want to stick with solid gold. If you don't like to stick with that standard theme and you kind of want to get kooky with what you're doing, there's a lot of different turns on charms out there that'll bring a little color into your bracelet. You can look for enamel charms that have been colored in with the glass enamel. You can also look for, and these are a little pricey, but jewels and gems inside charms to kind of make the bracelet a little more upscale. Now, I also wanted to talk about two other types of charm bracelets that have kind of come up in popularity with charm bracelets resurgence, and that's the European charm bracelet, which is really a combination of different types of silver and jeweled beads. So it's definitely nothing like what we think of as the American charm bracelet. And there's also the Italian charm bracelet, and these you'll see at a lot of different stores nowadays, and they're flat bracelet with charms kind of riveted into it, and it's connecting links. So that's how you get in the different little charms, is the links of the bracelet. So this has been how to choose a charm for your charm bracelet.